Slip them in. Everybody keep talking about slipping
Hello.
and sliding.
Welcome back.
You spit though.
Welcome back to the slippery slidey show of
That is
Push the
Spit
Core
is just
Slidey.
The natural lubrication of the world.
Push the wet core gaming.
Okay, here we go back with the story. Finishing the poem, I start to hand it back to Yuri.
And I
But
bite
instead
your
of
hand.
taking it from me,
Nom, nom, nom.
she looks away.
Dot, dot, dot. Do you dislike it?
Oh, no, of course not.
Nobody dislikes anal.
Let's go
I
home
just
and like
don't
roleplay
really
your
know
poem.
how I should respond. Despite Yuri's poem usually being cryptic, it wasn't hard to figure out what this one was
Really?
about.
What is his interpretation?
Oh,
Ignore.
ignore.
Lots and lots of anal. That's what his interpretation
It says
is.
Windows 8.8-6.2.9. I have in Windows 10, so you know this is part of the game.
Anything is a dildo if you're brave enough.
That's not what it says.
Oh, I don't know if I'll be able to explain this one.
That's fine. I understand this one.
She's like, uh-oh.
Dot, dot, dot.
Yuri's having an even harder time speaking than usual. Does this one mean, like, a lot to you? Yuri nods.
No.
I'm not really good with words, but I'm happy that you shared it with me. So, thank you. And I hope we keep spending time together.
Oh, man.
Despite my inability to make eye contact, I see a faint smile emerge on Yuri's lips.
Which one?
I once again try to hand the poem back to her, but instead,
Nice.
Yuri gently takes my hand and pushes them back toward me.
What is happening?
Take
Back
those
and
hands
forth,
back.
and
I
forth.
hesitate and respond to her warm touch.
You can, the poem is...
Anytime.
Once
Right on
again,
the chest.
Yuri fails to form a complete sentence. You mean I can keep it?
That's
You-
what I meant.
It was made
for you.
I'd love to. Again, Yuri faintly smiles as if she doesn't want me to notice.
You always make me feel nice.
Ooh, and wet.
I know I'm not good with PA police, but I hope that I can return the favor sometimes.
And I hope you don't
Ooh,
mind
yeah.
losing all your friends due to our love. Yeah.
No sh-
Don't worry.
That's exactly what's
Don't
gonna
worry. I think you do a good job.
happen. Hand job.
Oh, you have no idea.
Yuri finally turns back toward me.
I guess we should move on before Monica says something. But I'm sure we can talk again later.
Yeah. I'm sure we will. With that, Yuri timidly
I'm sure
smiles
we
at me,
will.
and I return to my seat so I can put her poem away.
Put that poem away.
That's what they're calling
Put
it
it
these
away.
days.
Thus, they're both you. Let's
The
do
nutsucker.
Nutsucker first.
Dot, dot, dot. This one is alright.
All right.
Yeah, well, you know, it's about as good as yesterday's anyway. I see what you're going for, but it's just not really my style. I mean, it's fine. I'm mostly just glad that you're trying a little bit. Well, of course, I'm at least trying. That's what Snark said, not me.
Sorry, Ken.
What he said. Why are you so emotionally invested in changing your voice every freaking episode? I mean, my poems anyway. Isn't that more of a compliment to me?
Snark, it's not my fault. My voice changes. It's growth. It's not like I care either. It's just that one of us in this club has to make sure that you're not slacking.
Backing off.
Slacking or jacking?
Really? Are you watching me that closely all the time? Well, what if you ended up just, screwing me away? I mean, scaring me away.
That's It's not like you would actually do that.
Yeah, you're right. It's kind of fun to
I know,
hang
she's
out
got
here.
like vampire fangs, dude. I know.
Even if I have to put up with you. Nutsucker's eyebrows.
Oh, she slaps him in
connect
the stomach
my
with her elbow.
stomach.
That's the
She's
sound
looking at
you
my
make when you
stomach.
Oh!
Oh, she notices my cum stain in my belly
Maybe
button
I
hole
won't
area.
mind scaring you away after all.
I was just joking.
Oh, I know. Don't worry, I was too.
Dot, dot, dot. How the hell did you call that a joke? That seriously hurt.
She's one of those like
Well, maybe it
physical
was funny.
violence.
Maybe
for
it was
attention
funny to
people.
her. I guess that's kind of the point. I
Yikes.
should really just watch my mouth around the nutsuck.
Watch her mouth.
Anyways,
Nutsuck holds her poem out to me and like nothing ever happened.
I'll be your beach. Ooh, yeah.
Don't be a beach.
Your mind is so full of troubles and fears that diminished your wonder over the years. But today I have a special place, a beach for us to go to and embrace. A shore reaching beyond your sight, a sea that sparkles with brilliant light. The walls in your mind will melt away before the sunny glow of end of days.
What's a funny?
I'll be the beach that washes your worries away, the beach that daydreams about each day, beach that makes your heart leap in a way you thought it happened long ago, that bury your heart, thought of the sand, bathe in sunbeams, hold my hand, wash your insecurities in salty sea, and let me see your shine.
Yeah, right? I was gonna say.
Let's leave your memories in a foot trail. Set you free in the windy sail. Remember the reasons you wonderful. When you press your lips to mine, let's go. I'll be in the beach that washes your worries away. I'll be the beach that the daydream each day. I'll be the beach that makes you heal and leap in a way thought that the head long ago, beach. But if you let me be by your side, your beach and the fun, your own escape, you learn to love yourself again. Holla.
That was great.
I didn't think it was that sexual, so I wasn't invested.
Okay.
Yeah, that worked.
Yeah,
Yeah.
my name's the only name that has nutsucker in it, and I had the least
My
sexual.
name's
You
Aiden.
know,
I am the in-ed sucky.
It's a little
no more negatives.
pre-ado,
I know she's kind of a boring character in my opinion.
but she's got fangs, which is cool.
The beach is totally awesome.
Some people are into that.
Kind of hard to write anything negative about beaches.
So you decided to write about this beach first,
Yeah.
and then came up with a message later.
You see, I don't write about several beaches. I talk about one big beach. It's only because of what happened yesterday. I mean, I saw Sayori, I was like, beaches all day long. I mean, after a year and I realized we wrote about the same stuff, you know. She wanted to pick a topic and have us both write about it or whatever.
I see. Something tells me the poem Yuri showed me isn't the one she plans on sharing with
Nice.
everyone else.
Oh, good one.
At least
course.
he's being honest. You know,
I chose not
obvious.
to mention that to Nutsucker.
Ugh, you can really see her doing that too. Making us write about simple stuff and then trying to impress me by coming up with something all fancy. Well, it's not like I give a crap. I just did it anyways. I mean, I was totally like,
I do what I want.
I do what I want.
Awesome.
I sat on Pinocchio's head. But there's nothing wrong with doing that once in a while.
Lie to me, lie to me, lie to me.
Exactly. At the very least, it was good practice.
Yeah, sitting on Pinocchio's face is always good practice.
Oh, yeah.
Monica!
Here we go.
Okay.
Hello, Snurk! Have you thought about what you want to submit to perform?
Well, being in this club is one thing, but performing in front of a bunch of people.
Look at her fingers. They look kind of creepy, like the way their lighting is there.
I'll have to give it some more thought.
Okay, no pressure. But whatever you do,
Boom, 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 boom,
I'm
boom,
sure
boom,
it'll turn out
boom, boom, boom,
fantastic.
boom, 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 boom,
It would also make me happy to
boom,
see.
boom, 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 boom.
Aha!
Dang it, you stupid game.
Ignore.
Has a good running game
The
code.
Doki literally
I like doing exceptions. I like it, Snurk.
Really?
It's got a lot cuter than I expected, like little baby panda bears. I
Oh, jeez.
Oh jeez.
said no!
Oh boy.
No! It kind of makes me think some nut-sucking bitch would write. And she's pretty good, you know. So I take it as a complimentary.
Aha! If you say so.
All of the compliments in the world. By any chance, have you read anything about that stupid artist I told you about before?
Deja vu.
What was his name?
Schnell Schnickelstein.
Maybe a long time ago?
He's famous. He tells all kinds of stories. His poems are hilarious, and they're endearing, and even kind of sad with little sentiment in there. They might even feel like they're written for children. But if you think about
I know that
them,
we already went over this.
they did.
Weird.
Keep going.
When you saw the computer error, what really happened was we went back in time,
I
like in
see.
Back to the Future.
So you're saying that Nutsucker is kind of like that?
Sort of. Maybe she's not an expert, but you probably wouldn't find much filler in her poems. They might be easier to write, but they are super challenging to get the meaning out of through.
Like a complex tumor?
So it's not like a tumor. I mean, it could be like a tumor. I guess maybe so. I can see why you would be kind of tumor to her poems. The lady who knew everything in Oldale tells the lady who wanders the planet. The lady knows every single thing. A beautiful lady who has found every answer, all meaning, all purpose, and that was ever sought. And here I am, just a light feather drifting in the sky of a victim of the winds. Day after day, I see hope. I know legends do not exist. And the humankind has failed me. When all others have turned away, the legend is all that remains. Until one day the wind ceases to blow. Then it's my time to blow. And I fall very gently, like a dry quiver. I have no
Is
expression.
this about Zelda?
But the hand catches me between the thumbs and the forefinger.
It seems more something along the lines of like Mario or.
Oh no, it's Zelda. Go.
The lady who knows everything
I'm not your legend.
before I can speak. She responds in a hollow, empty voice.
Maybe.
And I found every answer. All of which amount to nothing. There's no meaning, there's no purpose. And we seek only the impossible. I am not your legend, the legend does not exist. And with a breath, she blows me back afloat. And I pick up a gust of wind.
She blows me back afloat.
Yeah, with the legend thrown in there, I don't know.
Interesting, you know. I feel like learning and looking for answers are the sorts of things that give life meaning. Not to get too philosophical or anything. But it was kind of on my mind. So that's what I wrote.
I see. I never really put that much thought into it.
In a way, it's almost paradoxical.
That's a big word for you, Monica.
But cause, you know, if we all had the answers, we would not world search and stuff, whatever.
That was like a Yuri word. You know, there's one thing I noticed. It seems like everyone in the club prefers writing about things that are more sad than happy.
Nice. Are you all surprised? We're women. Just kidding. I mean, if everything was okay,
I mean, you're women. I mean, just kidding.
we wouldn't really have anything to write about, would we?
So she's saying that people can't write about happy things? Bullcrap!
Humans are not two-dimensional, except for us, because we're 2D. I think we know that better than anyone.
You mean one-dimensional?
Oh, yeah. Anyways. Here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Are you ever too shy to just share your writing because you're afraid it's not that good? It can be really disheartening to get lukewarm response to something you put in so much. But if you find other people who enjoy writing and sharing it becomes easier. Because instead of just telling what you're writing is good or bad or okay, they'll want to focus more on everything that went into it and things you can work on. This game's just such a teacher. It's much more encouraging that way, and it'll make you want to
This game
continue
actually throws
improving.
me for a little bit of a loop.
I know, right?
Well,
It's like they're
you got-
giving life lessons right now.
Well, not only the life lessons, but the change in tone. You know, it goes from
Yeah.
weird, dark, sexual seriousness
Mm-hmm.
all the way up to just like, here, have a couple writing tips.
Right,
I mean,
exactly.
People are getting to where they're writing like interesting like things
Dialogue.
about this game.
Mm.
Go ahead, Dust.
Continue. I read that.
It's you.
No, I didn't.
No, you didn't.
Okay.
It's almost like having your own little literature club. That's my advice for today.
That's perfect.
Thank you for listening.
Hey,
Again with this. Okay, you three. We're all done sharing poems now. Why don't we start figuring out when Sayori's going to kill herself?
sucker.
Hold on. Is it just me or did someone say something strange just now?
Huh?
Something did sound a bit unusual. That's right. You deviated from your usual catchphrase when addressing the club.
Catchphrase? I don't have a catchphrase.
Oh, jeez.
Jay.
Why is the mood so weird? I mean, Yuri isn't even immune to it. She's in love.
You.
You?
Stagnating air is common foreshadowing that something terrible is afoot.
In your boobs, maybe? Look, the only thing different is that Sayori isn't here.
All the negative energy's gone.
Ah, it seems you're right.
It feels as if her soul passed through us, though.
Sayori will always help lighten the mood.
Just a little bit. It's almost like everyone's balance is thrown off when she's not around.
Yes, where the heck did that girl run off to? I thought she was just went to pee.
Natsuki, please, show some decency.
Okay, shit.
Aw, she actually wasn't feeling too well, and she went home early.
Is that so? Hope she's alright.
Seriously? Like, all of these times to not go home with her, you pick the time she's, like, super depressed. I mean, so much for being all lovey-dovey.
I thought I'd take Yuri home tonight. I mean, no. First
First
of all, stop
yeah.
misunderstanding my friendship with Sayori. And second, she's kind of been avoiding me today. So didn't want it to feel forced. Oh, that curious expression
kind of a
coming
word
from
was
Yuri, of all people.
Well, calm down, guys. I told the doctor earlier, and everything's fine.
What did you say?
Anyways,
She say?
we need to figure out the rest of the fabulous proposition anyways. Let's decide that everyone will be doing this weekend.
Well, I already know what I'm doing.
That's right. Natsuki, you will be making cupcakes. But we might need a lot of them, and different flavors. Can you handle all by yourself?
Challenge accepted.
And as for myself, I'm gonna be printing and assembling all the poetry pamphlets. Sayori will be helping me design them. And as for you, Ri, you can, guys, can you help me come up with something for
Get
Yuri?
your hair off of my boobs. I'm useless.
No! Don't say that! You're the most talented person here!
You could almost get she's special.
Now, Nutsucker, quit pouting, okay?
Jeez, even I can tell now. I guess I never even gave Sayori enough credit, but I can tell that things are even harder on you when she's not around.
Uh-huh! That may be the case, but if I can't also be a leader, then I won't grow as a person. So, Yuri, you have beautiful handwriting, you know? So, you should, like, make banners and decorations to help stuff.
Atmosphere? About that. I love atmosphere!
Yuri's expression suddenly changes as she stares at her desk in focus and starts nodding to herself. Your mind is already racing, I see.
That's fantastic! You'll be wonderful help. Anyways, that just leaves you Snurk.
The one who is truly useless.
Aha! Don't say that!
Oh yeah, I forgot. I have something that all of you do not
A
have.
penis! Both Nutsucker and Yuri have some pretty heavy tasks to handle.
Some balls.
It wouldn't probably go a long way to give them something. And you can always help me out too. I would really appreciate it.
Is Monica suggesting I spend the weekend with one of my club
Ooh.
members? How on earth are they going to respond to a suggestion like that?
I think I know how Yuri's gonna respond to it.
I suppose I wouldn't mind a bit of help.
Well, even if you don't know how to bake a cake, there's always another cake you can bake that doesn't require
Pretty
talent.
work, huh?
We should pause it here.
Well, I think we're almost done with
We're
the
at
day.
20 minutes,
I was
dude.
trying to get through the day.
Let's just pause it here.
All right,
It's
thanks
fine.
again for watching this episode of Push the Core Gaming. If you could, please drop a like, please subscribe, and please
Sitting on my
share.
butt.
If you've enjoyed this episode, then tell your friends about how the goofy voices are everything that sucked you in and made you
Not
stick
suck you in.
made you
Not
stick
suck you.
to these girls.
Yeah, that's the only thing, right?
They
That's all I could
stick
think
to
of.
Girls.
I'm sure if you type in like Doki Doki Hentai into Google bar,
Oh,
you
God.
probably get like a lot of stuff going on.
Yeah.
What is it, like Rule 38?
If you
or
don't know what
something like
hentai
What is
is,
the Rule 38?
it's
that?
boring.
I'm
Or
assuming
for everything.
everything, yeah.
All right, thanks again. We'll catch you guys later.
Peace.